Come on now. So,
Yes.
so we're at the favorite part of our program where we take in all the watching hours of film and the screaming and the wishful thinking and saying, okay, so what are some over and under reactions based on what we're seeing so far? And this time, because we're getting close to the end of the conference play, we got to start settling up. We were kind of wild
Yeah.
with this stuff early in the season. Now we got to be able to say, well, we've seen a lot. So let's talk a little bit, man. What are some of the
Okay.
over under reactions that you're seeing at this point in the season?
All right. So to our Apple listeners, you're not gonna really be able to see, but I'm doing the fingernail
Biting his nails.
biting my nails meme gif. Bison Nation is the anxiety is high. The angst for the men. For the men, the angst is high. The
Yes.
anxiety is high. Last year, we had an up and down season, but we put a few wins here and a few, losses there. But this season, and I'm chewing on the fingernails, we have seen 5 losses in a row.
In a row.
2 to Division 2 teams. I'm hearing Bison Nation. I'm scouring the network, and this is what I'm seeing. And I mean, I don't buy it. It's like Chris Rock said about OJ. He said, he shouldn't have done it, but I understand. I'm hearing
Wow.
I'm hearing Bison Nation, and they're saying, are we ever gonna win another game? When I first heard it, I said, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's the Dream Factory. You talking about, are we gonna win another game? But as I tried to channel Bison Nation and the anxiety and the angst, I was like, I mean, we did lose the Bowie and Morehouse. That was very unexpected. I mean, with the injuries, I see why the overreaction from the fans is, are we gonna win another game? Because just like we know, everybody's coming for us as the champs. It ain't far fetched to think that we might not win another game.
Okay. Well, look at you. You got everybody all hot and bothered now. I appreciate that. Bison Nation, rest assured, this is part of the program, over and under reactions. It's fair to say that this may be the biggest overreaction we've had of the season. Will we win another game based on this pace? You know what? If you hear this part of the program, I need you to chime in. Hit the comments. Let us know what you think, because what we have learned, and because we're building fans, right? This podcast is about building fans. So we're actually hearing from some of the most diehard fans, but we also are hearing from the most downtrodden fans that we've had, because they remember all the bad times and they don't remember all the good times. And we've only had some recent good times on our men's basketball program. Shout out to Coach Blakeney. He's been able to enjoy a couple of championships back to back. That is historic for the program. So, the question does become probably bigger than, are we going to win another game? Is my overreaction, or is the championship run done? Should we just be thinking about the rebuilding of a program and maybe try to take another run, because we've run out of the championship DNA? I'm being very serious because, again, like we talked about the ladies, there's only a handful of the guys on the men's team that were part of the championship run over the last couple of years, and most of them have been injured. So they can talk about it, and they can tell people how cool it was when they got a chance to fly in a charter jet to Iowa and to Ohio and all this other stuff. But most of the people we're relying on, especially our newest players, they have no frame of reference. So I get you. I'm not sure I'm willing to believe that we're not winning another game, but I do think that maybe the championship run is done. I have to see something, a spark. Now we do have Blake Harper, and so I will say that my underreaction still means that we have a potential National Player of the Year caliber guy on the team, and I think he's going to try to will us to at least a deep run in the conference tournament, but we're going to need to see at least two other guys show up with him for it to be a shot. It's not. We know right now it's not a one-person job, and you've already hit us with. I still think that it runs through our guy Anwar Gill. We need a big guard who can take over games because that's the common denominator. If we got a guard that can take over games, shout out to our previous guards on the team. We know when we have solid guard play, anything's possible. Yes. Anything's possible. So, all right. So this is good, man. So what about on the ladies? Any reactions there? Any over under reactions there other than nitpicking a blowout victory?
Nothing really on the ladies. My underreaction is actually on the men. So for the ladies, they're handling their business like I expect them to. I expect the rematch with Norfolk when that comes around. It's gonna be a lot tighter, much tougher game. So I think the ladies are right where they need to be and chugging along. So you let me know when you're ready for my underreaction for the men.
So for the ladies, my only overreaction is I believe that what's the young lady out of Norfolk State? Diamond Miller, what's her name?
Diamond
Miller. Diamond Johnson. After watching her play, she's box office. I mean, she literally is fired from inside, outside. She can score. But what I realize is that I think Sanaya King can go toe to toe with her. And so I think my overreaction would be when we play them again, I'm hoping Coach Ty lets them go back and forth, and anything you can do, I can do better. And so I'd like to see the growth of Sanaya King as the point guard and the leader of the team rise to the occasion because she's no longer a freshman. She's played a whole season almost. So I want to see her play to that level. And her mark now is to play on the same level as Diamond. So, from going from rookie of the week to playing with the potential player of the conference player of the year, that's my overreaction is I think we got somebody who can go toe to toe with her.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That's what I'm talking about.
We'll
so I'm looking out. Yeah. I'm looking out Miss King to be able to do her thing. So underreactions for the guys. What you got for us?
All right. So my underreaction, and it's kind of close to what you talked about, but this is the Dream Factory. Bison Nation. We've seen in the last two seasons, and especially the last season, this team face adversity.
Yes.
I have the utmost confidence. Well, first, before I even get to the confidence in the coaching staff, I think the glass half full, even with these injuries, is as people start to come back, the players now that are getting time, like Calvin Robbins, Taiwo, when the rubber meets the road and we need to dig deep, it's in the tourney. It's these games and these moments where they're getting this experience. I think we're going to see some breakthroughs at tourney time. Because if you told me like last year, if you told me Jordan Hairston was going to save our season, I'd have bet all of your money. B Smooth, I'd have said, give me all of B Smooth's money. I'm putting it on the house. There's no way Jordan Hairston is going to be the one that's going to take us to the promised land. But sure enough, he did. So I'm saying for this team, some of our underused players that are getting time now, more time than they would have if everybody was healthy, will be the difference that will allow us to have a chance to repeat as MEAC champ. So
you know what?
Confidence in the coaching system. Bison Nation, I feel your anxiety. I hear it. I see it. But we got the staff, we got the players that can face this adversity and rise up and still have a chance for a MEAC championship. So, RELAX. We got this.
Not
Smart.
relax. Well, I love the underreaction. Matter of fact, that was well done, well appointed. You set us up with the overreaction. Will we ever win again? And then you say, well, we will. And not only will we win, but there's still a chance. There's still a chance. If we just need to, you need to get hot at the right time, like we did the last couple of seasons. We weren't burning up the court all season long. We caught the fire 2 or 3 weeks before conference play, and it got us all the way through. It propelled us into conference play. So I agree with you there. I think that underreaction is well done, sir. Well done. I will add that on the ladies' side, my underreaction is that I don't care how they win as long as they win. And so we know that the identity is based on multiple people scoring, winning on the boards, and playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defense wins championships. And so what we haven't had in the past is a strong presence in the down, down on the box, and that's what's caused us maybe to come up short a couple of times when it comes time to play. We had to rely on Destiny, to put us in play all the time. And so she's going to play well. I think she's coming along well with her, getting her legs back under her. But I think at the same time, the more we see Z Payne and Niall and Vanessa and everybody start to play the way they play, I think that our identity is here. We just got to play to it. I think these next few games are going to solidify it, and I just want a showdown, kind of like the Thriller in Manila. I want to see that play Norfolk really tough when they come to town at the end of the season, and I want them to be like, we got to watch out for them, because when they host us down in Norfolk, down for the MEAC tournament, I want them to be like, man, I hope we don't get those jokers in the matchup, because they should be looking over their shoulder at us, because we can do
Mm-hmm.
everything they can do. We just need to play to our toughness. So
Yes.
my underreaction is that we got what we need. We just got to keep playing. We just got to